Have you ever been in the middle of testing your Rails application only to be stopped in your tracks by a migration error? It can be incredibly frustrating, right? If that's you, stick around because today we're diving into why you need to migrate your test database in Rails. I totally get it. You create a migration, run it, and then suddenly your tests fail with a pending migration error. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face this issue, and it can feel like a roadblock in your workflow. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "Why do I need to migrate the test database in Rails?" They were confused because they thought the line in their Rails helper.rb file would handle this for them. Sound familiar? Let's break it down. So what's happening here? When you run your tests, Rails checks if there are any pending migrations that need to be applied to the test database. If there are, it throws an error. This is a safety feature to ensure your tests are running against the latest schema. And don't go anywhere. I'll share a quick tip at the end that can help you avoid this issue in the future. To resolve the issue of pending migrations, the user should first run the migration command specifically for the test environment. This ensures that the test database is up to date with the latest schema changes. After running the migration, the user should verify that the test database schema is now in sync. This can be done by checking the schema file in the test directory. Next, the user should ensure that the configuration in the test environment is set correctly. The configuration file should allow for migrations to be maintained before tests run. If the user continues to experience issues, they may want to reset the test database. This can be done by running a command that drops and recreates the test database. Finally, after completing these steps, the user can rerun their tests to confirm that the issue has been resolved and that the migrations are applied correctly. Fun fact, did you know that Rails was created to make web development easier? Yet sometimes it throws us these curveballs. But don't worry, we'll get through this together. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user suggests two possible reasons for the pending migration error in your Rails test database. First, check your test environment configuration. You might need to add or set config.activerecord.maintainTestSchema to true in your test.rb file. This setting ensures that your test database schema stays updated with your migrations. Second, you may have pending migrations after the schema has loaded. To check for this, run the command rakedb migrate status. This will show you any migrations that haven't been applied yet. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. One alternative approach is to run the command railsdb migrate railsenv equals test to update your test database. This command ensures that Rails attempts to load the schema first, and it will only raise an exception if there are still pending migrations after that. However, be aware of a couple of caveats. If the schema hasn't been initialized, an exception will be raised, instructing you to run rakedb migrate. Here's a pro tip. Always check for pending migrations before running your tests. This simple habit can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now understand why migrating your test database is crucial. Remember, keeping your test environment in sync with your development environment is key to smooth testing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips.